welcome to the last video of HALLOWEEK. Today I invite you to sit back and relax and come with me down my personal Halloween memory lane. We're going to Spooksville today. I wanted to just talk about what Halloween meant to me as a kid, or what it didn't mean to me, and just revisit a few of my favorite memories, because I actually have a Halloween tradition that I think it'd be really fun to share in today, and maybe it encourages you to try your hand at playing America's Next Top Model. I don't know. When I was younger, in Australia, I don't think Halloween's really a thing in Australia. It definitely wasn't when I was a kid. It was just kind of like an American holiday that we saw, and it looked like fun, but obviously my family didn't really believe in that. Not fun, but like Halloween. So we didn't really do it. I think a couple of times we got dressed up and we went to the corner shop and got like little bags of lollies, and they just gave them to us for free and we went home. So it was basically free lolly day. But when I got older, well, I loved Hocus Pocus, and I saw that when I was a kid too, and so I always knew Halloween would be this really, really fun thing that I could get into. And I loved costumes and I loved dressing up. So I was kind of always in a costume. I didn't need October 31 to be the day that I got into costume. It could be any Tuesday. So but when I got older, I definitely wanted to explore Halloween and just play. So when I went out to be a dancer, actually before that, I would always play Top Model with my sister. America's Next Top Model came out and I was obsessed with it. Tyra Banks is a loon and I love it. I would always play Top Model with my sister. When my sister was born, her name is Siobhan, that Irish name, S-A-O-B-H-A-N, but it's a V instead of a B-H. What sounds like a V, Siobhan. I would play Top Model with my sister all the time. When she was born, I thought she was like a personal gift for me. I thought she was my own real life play doll, and joke was on me because she was a full-on tomboy, would not want to wear clothes, let alone the clothes I wanted to put her in. She hated having her makeup done. She would never let me touch her hair, so I would just play with my Barbie dolls and just wait until she got older and would enjoy it. And I don't think she ever really did get around to enjoying it. I think maybe now she enjoys it, now that she's an adult, but yeah, when we were little, she just didn't want to do any of that stuff, and it was so frustrating to me because I thought, you're my real life doll, like just play with me. It was like that movie Life Size. Speaking of Tyra Banks, okay, today's video is about Tyra Banks. So I would always play Top Model with my sister. It was a way for us to bond. She loved spending time with me like that. I loved to express my creativity through photo shoots and styling, and they were all homemade, all thrown together, never like, not anything like we would do now, and especially not anything like Steve would do. Like, there was no thought process behind it. We just wanted to play. So, and I think that's important. You should definitely always keep that in the back of your mind. Just do whatever you need to do to play. So that's not what this is about, but in 2011, I used to go away to dance on contracts like out of the country, and then I would come back, and then in the break in between, I'd spend like a couple of months just with my family, hanging out, waiting for the next contract to start, and it usually fell around Halloween time. And in 2011, I think we went to a dollar store and picked up like a little Halloween kit, and I thought, we should just do a photo shoot, Siobhan. Let's just play. Let's play Top Model again. I know you want to. So we played, and we got real, like MySpace, early 2000s MySpace, and I'm gonna put photos up here. That's why I've left this negative space in my little Halloween setup. And we went into the bathroom, we got super moody, super emo with it, and we just did like these photos in the bathtubs. We were trying to be like really scary but really glam. And it's such a fun memory. So we actually ended up doing those for Christmas as well. It's not like we even made Christmas cards with them. We just did them just for fun. It kind of became a tradition that stuck, and yeah, so that was 2011. And in that break, that's just what we did. It was very simple, just a photo shoot. 2012, I came back after another contract, and I thought, we've just got to up this a notch. Like, you know, kids are starting to trick or treat around here. Our little neighborhood that we lived in was like a closed circuit, and a lot of people out the front had signs that say, I don't believe in Halloween, don't knock on my door, or don't trick or treat here, I have nothing for you. And I kind of felt bad because the kids get dressed up and they really want to play and, like, you know, experience Halloween. I felt like I wanted to give them that experience. We went out to Westfield and bought a bunch of decorations, put them out the front. My sister and I kind of took a scarier turn on Halloween that year. We did a pre-Halloween shoot where we did sugar skulls, so I'll put those up there, and I loved that. It was super fun. We're just so extra. I mean, look at the level of extra in my sister standing on the gate beside the house. Like, that is just, what's that for? Like, who needs that photo? Why does it exist? Purely just so that Siobhan and I can have great memories, but that's what it's all about. So when actually Halloween came around, we decorated the house, we got a bunch of lollies from the store, put them in a basket. Apparently that year was about wigs for us, because Siobhan had a blonde ponytail piece. I had a red wig that was like turned backwards. It looked disgusting. That whole Halloween thing was like filthy. It just, Siobhan had this pregnant belly alien thing. It's gross. I'll let you see the photos up there. But that's one of the funniest Halloweens for me because we believe like if you're going to trick or treat, you could expect to get a little bit spooked, and it was broad daylight as well, so we didn't even know how we were going to spook the children, but we would just hide behind the pillars, or we'd hide in the bush, and we'd just kind of like jump out and scare the kids and then give them lollies, and they loved it for the most part. My mum came home from work that day and she thought it was so fun that she wanted to get involved as well, and it was such a crack. We had a latex mask, kind of like one of the clowns from The Dark Knight, and she said, can I just put that on and we should just scare the kids? And I thought, yeah, absolutely. So we set Siobhan up as a decoy at the front door. Oh, by the way, we had YouTube, like a Halloween playlist, like blaring from the lounge room out through the front of the house, so like even when you approach the house, you could hear like this eerie music, even though it was broad daylight. And my mum and I just decided to scare them. Look, I take jokes way too far. Everybody that knows me knows that. I like to pretend that I don't, but I kill it, I ruin it, I take it way too far. And this was one of those Halloweens where I did it, but the memory's really funny. So mum put on that mask and she said, wouldn't it be hilarious if we scared the children, like if we were waiting under the cars in the driveway? So we got under the cars. This is so bad. Don't worry, all these kids are grown up now and they're fine. Like, it's fine. They cried a little, but they got over it when we gave them lollies. It was fine. We were under the car, and then as the kids would approach the driveway, because they saw Siobhan, they'd walk up, they're really excited. My mum and I would like try to grab them from under the car, and they would just freak out. So that was very scarring for a few children. I can't say I wouldn't recommend doing it because it was funny. and yeah, look, those children are all grown up, they're fine. But yeah, we definitely took that, I think, a touch too far because it was kind of freaky, and especially with the mask that my mother was wearing. I'm sure the photos are playing up here, you'll see. It was a little bit much. Anyway, let's move to 2014. 2014 was so much fun. My sister was actually pregnant, and she was kind of far along in her pregnancy, and she was super active, but at the same time, like, just randomly tired out of nowhere. It just happens in pregnancy, right? So when we came to do the shoot, she was like, whatever we do, can I just like take it easy? Can I just rest? And I thought, for sure, like I always just put your makeup on, like it's fine, it's never anything major. We were living out on the property, out in the farm bush area in the valley. So there's really no trick-or-treaters. We were just purely doing it for the photo shoot fun again. We're playing top model, and I thought, well, let's just do the plastic fantastic. Let's just pretend that we're gonna go and have all these plastic surgeries procedures. We'll just put on some glam, like ultra weird makeup, and just draw lines all over our faces. So I actually love this collection here, and the funniest part to me is that she was so tired that when she went to have her face done, I just said, look, just sit in the couch, put your head back, I'm gonna put your lashes on, these massive, gorgeous lashes that were like 20 bucks, and I put them on and she fell asleep. Like legit passed out on the couch. So I let her rest in like this full beat for like, I don't know, an hour or something. I came back, she was awake, she was like, oh, I'm sorry, did I pass out? And I was like, yeah, you're gone. So after that, we stayed in the lounge room and did the whole photo shoot in there, and they did some really rough photoshopping. But I love it, it's great for that memory for me that she was just so cute, so pregnant, just like probably wouldn't have known she was asleep if she didn't start snoring, but yeah, look, it was super, super funny, and it was so thrown together. The thing I loved about when we played Top Model is that there was just no expectation. We would do it wherever we were. We didn't have light setups, we didn't do anything crazy. We literally just like moved the recliner chair towards the window so that we have better light, and I just like took photos of her here. You can see that even like we've covered her pregnant belly with a blanket because she was kind of sleeping in it anyway. But it was never anything crazy. Then 2015 is so special because that little baby that was in there making her so tired was actually in our photo. So my nephew Elijah, and he is a sook. He's an absolute sook. We were trying to do Snow White and the Huntsman. We thought it'd be really cute if we had him, and because he's always crying, we could just expect that he'd be crying and scared in that entire thing. Would not. He was so pleasant that day. It was absolutely ridiculous. I'd just come back from my contract after I had the accident. So this was a couple months afterwards, and like a couple of the operations afterwards, but I was still in a moon boot and I was still on crutches. And we went up to the back of the paddock, and like there's all this firewood stack. So we thought, let's just do it on there. Like I'm hobbling up to try and get up there and trying to balance my moon boot on one log while I sit on another, and Siobhan's balanced over here. And it was a whole family affair, and Siobhan's partner actually got in a few photos so that they had their own little family collection, and ever since they've started making sure that they take it more of a priority to do some of that fun stuff, trying to carry on the tradition through their family because I'm over here now. And yeah, but that was like the last one we did because I was here last year for Halloween. So That one is the one that I cherish probably the most. It's so special to me because I love him and I love my sister and I love my whole family getting involved, and they just know, like, this was something that Gran used to help us with as well. Like, there's such deep personal memories for us, and I guess I just wanted to share that today because if you're out there and if you have a family member that is just a little unusual, you think that what they want to do is just, the other kids aren't doing it, it's totally fine. Just do it. It's fun. That's all it has to be. And you ultimately, like, even if you're not creating pieces of art or work that's going to be published in Vogue, you're going to create amazing memories. And who knows, maybe one day your grandson will be sitting in front of a video, in front of a camera, telling everyone on YouTube his personal memories. But I really want to encourage you to have fun and go and play with all that stuff because if anything, I have just a bunch of memories from the years gone by. Building traditions with people is important. Building family traditions is important. Like, it's those things that you look back on later in life that you just really appreciate that you committed to and that you had that tradition. I think it's really, really important. Just it bonds everybody together. And even if it's as unusual as playing top model, there's no harm in it. It's photos. It's fun. It's free. They're just memories. And so that's what I wanted to share today. I hope you enjoyed the photos. So I wanted to end HALLOWEEK with a bang as well, and because it's the last day of Inktober, I wanted to end that with a bang. So I'm going to put up a montage of time-lapse clips, all 31 illustrations I did for Inktober. I'm going to play that at the end of this video, and thank you to everyone that followed along for that and played along and was encouraged and inspired and learned something with me. I really enjoyed that too. I'm going to take maybe a couple of day break from YouTube for a second, but I'll definitely be back with some more content relevant to the stamp sets that I have sitting in that room that I need to play with a few more times, and I want to show you guys some things that you can do with them and how to alter them in your own personal ways. That is not what this video is about, but I'm in a chatty mood. So thanks for watching again. I hope you enjoyed HALLOWEEK. I hope you enjoyed Inktober, and until next time, bye.